What is going on, guys? I have some great news. I'm going to announce the first giveaway winner, the winner of this Rick and Morty hardcover comic book. Very cool. The winner of this was off of a previous video. I'm doing other giveaways, if you guys are unaware. But the winner of this one goes to the account called Typos, or Tipos, or however you pronounce it. It's Typoz. I'm going to be getting a hold of them. Thank you for everyone who entered that competition and liked the video and watched the video. Thank you. We're doing more giveaways. There is actually another giveaway going on right now for this Rick and Morty pop on another video. And I'm here to announce that we are going to give away yet another Rick and Morty hardcover. I'm going to be giving this one away on this video. All you guys have to do to be entered is to watch this video, like the video, be subscribed, and leave a comment down below, and you'll be entered to win this book. Like I said in the other video, this comic book is amazing, guys. It's got all 10 issues of the first volume of the Rick and Morty comic book, original stories, original artwork, all great stuff. It's hilarious. I absolutely loved reading this, and like I said, giving this one away to a subscriber from the last video, but this one is available on this video. So like I said, like, comment, and subscribe to be entered. Also, you might want to follow me on Twitter and stuff like that. Links in the description for all that. Won't hurt your chances at all. And also, like I said, this pop is being given away on a previous video. I'll leave a link to that video in the description if you guys want to be entered. And that one only has like 7,000 views. And I'm going to pick a winner on that one in like a few days. So there's only 7,000 views, only like 100 comments. The odds of winning this pop right now are pretty good. So make sure you guys are heading over there and commenting on that one to be entered in that. But let's jump right into today's video. What is going on, guys, and welcome to another fan theory with your host, as always, K-Mac Time. And today we have a very cool Rick and Morty theory that really got me thinking. We all know that Rick loves to call Morty stupid.
Me too. I totally did, by the way. You're a moron, Morty.
Morty, you f***ing idiot.
You're a serious idiot, Morty. You basically killed...
But what if Mortys are actually geniuses, or at least have the potential to become a super genius like Rick? And that Rick is actually intentionally suppressing their intelligence. And if you stop and think about it, it may explain a lot of Rick's behavior that we've seen throughout the show. So let's take a look at a few pieces of evidence. First off, we know that Rick discourages Morty from going to school, saying, quote, "It's not a place for smart people."
Tell you how I feel about school, Jerry. It's a waste of time. Bunch of people...
Also, when Morty was talking to Jerry about girls, Rick comes in and tells Morty to break the cycle and focus on science.
Parents are gonna do it. Break the cycle, Morty. Rise above. Focus on science.
Now, if Rick didn't believe that Morty had the potential to become a super genius and follow in his footsteps, that would be a very strange thing to say to him, you know, to not focus on girls, to focus on science. If Morty is actually an idiot, then why should he focus on science? He should be focusing on things that make him happy. But Rick knows that he has a potential to one day be as smart as Rick. We also see through the existence of evil Morty that Morty is capable of doing things and being very smart and being like an evil genius, being more like Rick. We see that he is capable of taking on the Council of Ricks and actually beating them. And in the same episode, Rick explains that his quote-unquote genius waves are canceled out by the Morty wave.
That way. You're a camouflage.
Camouflage? What are you talking about, Rick?
Ricks have a very distinctive and traceable brainwave due to our genius. The best way to hide from an enemy's radar is to stand near someone with complementary brainwaves that make ours invisible. See, when a Rick is with a Morty, the genius waves get canceled out by the,
Now everyone seems to assume that him saying that they're Morty waves is an example of him trying to spare Morty's feelings and not hurt his feelings. However, I don't think that's really Rick's style. He's never one to do that. He's always bold and brash, and he's calling Morty stupid pretty much all the time.
I totally did, by the way. You're a moron, Morty.
Morty, you f***ing idiot.
You're a serious idiot, Morty. You basically killed...
Rick seems to be deliberately avoiding talking about why exactly Morty works as camouflage. And it's this evasiveness that we've seen from Rick many times, and it tends to end up when he's hiding something. If Rick needed some idiot, he could have got any idiot from the infinite multiverse to choose from. Why pick Morty specifically in every iteration of himself in every universe? Well, according to this theory, it's because Morty actually has the same genius waves as Rick that are passed down to him when he was born. The only thing is that Rick somehow found a way to invert these waves in order to suppress Morty's intelligence and to block out his own genius waves hiding him from the Federation. Rick may also be doing this to spare Morty an existence like his own, being a super genius. It is clear that Rick is heavily depressed and suicidal despite being the smartest being in existence, and he may know that Morty, if he grows up to be like him, a super genius, may also inherit that, so he's trying to block out those waves, and that may also play a factor. Also, still in that evil Morty episode, Rick claims that a, quote, cocky Morty can be a real bad thing for everyone.
A cocky Morty can lead to some big problems. Can be a real bad thing for everybody.
Oh yeah, how's that?
I'll explain when you're older.
After Rick says that, it directly cuts to the scene revealing evil Morty as the mastermind of the episode's plot. Rick is clearly aware of just how dangerous a smart Morty can be, and also that Rick intends to reveal this to his Morty sometime in the future. Also, in more recent episodes, we start to see that Morty may have more potential. In Season 3, he becomes smarter and smarter. We see him do things like defuse a neutrino bomb, and it clearly wasn't the first time he had done so. He must have taught himself to do that through trial and error while Rick was too shit-faced to help him, hence why he knows that some of the bombs are duds.
You guys hit the baskets. I'll disarm the drunkenly improvised neutrino bomb. There's a 40% chance it's a dud, but you should still stay back.
Morty, how many of these?
Too many, Rick! Too many!
Now, Rick must have a motivation for bringing Morty on adventures other than simply hiding him from the Galactic Authority or the Council of Ricks, because both of them have been dealt with. In Season 3, Episode 1, he sees that both of those have been taken down. So why is he still dragging Morty along for these crazy adventures? Well, the theory is that he wants to prep Morty for a future of super science. So in a nutshell here's what we think is going on. Whenever Beth gives birth to a Morty, their respective Rick performs various analysis on the child. They inevitably discover that Morty has in fact inherited the full force of his genius mind and brainwaves. Then Ricks decide to invert Morty's brainwaves as a way to lessen his genius and kind of make him less intelligent. And like I said, there are a few reasons for this. Like we said, an inverted brainwave gives him camouflage. It also allows for Morty to have a relatively normal childhood, something that Rick never had. And if Morty can learn to survive with a handicap like this, he'll be that much more, dangerous when Rick undoes the damage, which is the next point here. Now, we believe that Rick can, in fact, unreverse the brainwaves. And I think it's something that Rick can do at any time. He's just waiting for the right time to do it when Morty's a little bit older and ready to take on his responsibilities as a super scientist, genius, in the level that Rick is. Now, we'll probably just use that same thing that he made Snowball into a super genius dog with, something along those lines. We've seen Rick be able to do this, so it makes sense that he can do it to Morty as well, if this follows the theory. Now, I think this is going to be a big reveal if this in fact is what's happening. And Morty's going to be with this dilemma. He's going to realize that if being smart as Rick means you can't connect with anyone, you don't feel anything, you don't love anything, you don't care about anything, and existence becomes this nihilistic view on things like Rick has, then he might choose not to become a super genius to have those waves reversed again to make him a genius. He may choose to be a normal Morty who's just kind of a moron, and he'll go back to school, and maybe he'll start dating Jessica, and he'll go on with a normal, happy life. And could be something we see down the road. I don't know. Like I said, it's a pretty crazy theory. I know it, but it has a decent ending if it ever does happen. But again, it's just a theory. It could be completely wrong. It could be completely off base. It's just fun to speculate sometimes about potential things going on and give away these kind of thoughts and stuff like that. Anyway, I want to give a big shout out and thank you to the Reddit user Overthinks Questions for coming up with this theory. I'll have a link to his original post in the description. You guys want to check that out. But that's all I have for today, guys. I hope you guys all enjoyed. And if you guys did, do me a giant favor and hit that like button and subscribe for more Rick and Morty content in your sub boxes daily. Also, be sure to check out some of my Rick and Morty previous videos in the playlist. Like I said, those links will be in the end slate in the description as well. Done tons of Rick and Morty videos for you guys lately. You guys have been loving them. But until next time, guys, remember that it's always K-Mac time somewhere. Until then, take it easy and peace out.
Ninja.